What's happening, folks? Welcome back to the channel. Just a quick video to bring you my reaction to the transfer news today. That's outgoing transfer news, by the way. Don't you be getting excited now. Outgoing transfer news that Celtic have rejected Atalanta's opening bid for Matt O'Riley. The Italian club opened with a first bid believed to be around £15 million. I don't know why they only bid for one leg. But jokes aside, £15 million is borderline derisory. Celtic are believed to be holding out for a new record transfer fee, more than the £25 million we got for Jota last summer. I think that's right that the club do that. I think he's currently our best player. And I think one of the unique things about the pursuit of Matt O'Riley, if you believe the reports just now, is that there's a lot of competition and a lot of teams interested in buying him. Atalanta are the latest. We had Atletico Madrid and Inter Milan previously. News reiterating Atletico Madrid's interest this week, and they're about to lose Sal Niguez as well. So that could develop there. Likes of Southampton and Leicester in terms of English Premier League teams mentioned as well. But I don't think there's any getting away from the fact that if we're going to sell Matt O'Riley, I think the mood and the energy among the fan base would slightly worsen if we let him go before we'd even made any incoming permanent signings. The one thing that Celtic cannot afford to do this summer, as they did last summer, is make the squad weaker and make the starting 11 weaker. That's what we did from 2022 to 23 into last season. We made the team weaker, we made the squad weaker with a string of poor signings, dreadful recruitment in both transfer windows last season, and that cannot afford to happen again. I think we've got 24 days to go until that opening league match, and we haven't made a permanent signing, and that's okay on one hand. If you can look at it and look at the history books and look at Celtic's form in recruitment, and you say we're holding out, or we're making sure we get the right quality and we bring in the right level of player, then you trust them and you wait and you think, well, we'll get at least three or four quality players in the right position that we need, or maybe more like 5 or 6 based on the video from the other day. But the problem is you can't trust Celtic to do that because the recruitment record so often has been so disappointing. And we find ourselves again in a situation where gradually, as the days go by, we're giving ourselves a mountain to climb, and we're not there yet, but there's obviously some glaring issues in the squad, goalkeeper being the main one. The club fly out for the pre-season tour in America next week. I think it's Tuesday they go. I think the manager and I think us all would like to have a goalkeeper in place. We don't want the goalkeeper to be coming in, the new number one to be coming in a few days before the start of the season. So with just those 24 days to go, by all means, hold out for top dollar for Matt O'Riley. Don't sell the club short. Get as much money as you can, but what use is that money if you're not going to reinvest it, and you're not going to use it to strengthen the squad? We're about to find out in the next couple of months just how record-breaking a financial year it was for Celtic. Just ended on the 30th of June there. Record revenue, and when you consider the outgoing transfers and the transfer fees we've commanded in the last couple of seasons, and if Matt O'Riley is to join the likes of Jota in the region of 25 million or more, the club have got to do more in terms of reinvesting that and bringing in the right quality player. The worry for Celtic is that last season, obviously the recruitment was so poor, we sacked the head of recruitment off the back of that, or parted ways, whatever way you want to put it. Do we have a new head of recruitment? Who leads that operation now? We don't know. I don't think the club have ever told us. Is there somebody in that position? It would be nice to see some communication if there is, and if there isn't, how can we reliably say we're going to get this right this summer? We just cannot afford another season of disappointing recruitment, because we got away with it. Let's be honest, let's face it, we got away with it last season. We were really poor for most of the campaign, and the 9 signings we made last summer didn't help the cause. They weren't ready to contribute to the first team. We can't do that again, because if we keep doing it, it will eventually catch up with us. So that's my reaction to the news today. Yes, by all means, reject 15 million from Matt O'Riley, rightly so. Hold out for 25 and more. I'd like to see closer to 30, but only do that if you can reinvest it and get a good quality of player in, and restore some semblance of faith in the supporters and the recruitment operation of the football club. I think we would all like to see more swift action on incoming transfers to this date. And we go to the US next week. and we need some new players. We went through the squad yesterday. I'll link that video up if you haven't seen it. I'm sure you all know where the squad is currently at. It's not in a great state. We've got lots and lots of areas of the pitch that need strengthened, and we've got to get our finger out and start moving. And as I say, if that leads to getting 5 or 6 real quality players in, just in the right time, then so be it. But looking back at the track record of Celtic in terms of the recruitment in the last couple of years, you just can't trust them. You just can't hang your hat on their ability to do that. So yes, there you go. £15 million bid for Matt O'Reilly from Atalanta has been rejected. The club are right to hold out for a record transfer fee. He is our best player. But we absolutely cannot afford to lose him without strengthening the team, because if you look at the squad right now with Matt O'Reilly in it, it needs a hell of a lot of strengthening. If you take Matt O'Reilly out, it needs a damn sight more. So we've got to get our finger out, we've got to get things moving on the transfer business. That's it. If we get more news and if we get any incoming transfer news, I'll be right here back with you to give you my reaction. And until then, we'll see you next time. Thank you.